DETV News is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Live proudly, boldly, and with peace of mind by advocating for your health with an early cancer screening. The LGBTQIA+ community is at higher risk of cancer, but screenings can detect cancer early when it's most treatable, giving you the power to live exactly as you are. Talk to your healthcare provider today. If you don't have insurance, talk to a nurse navigator to see if you qualify for free screenings.
Speeders beware, police from Delaware and neighboring states are cracking down. A lifeguard competition is held at Rehoboth Beach, and the Christina School Board votes to break tradition. No more graduation ceremonies at the Bob. Those stories and more are coming up next. You're watching DETV News. Hello and welcome to DETV News. I'm Lauren Wilson with tonight's update, beginning with a carjacking. It happened yesterday, shortly after 1 p.m. in Wilmington's Banning Park. Newcastle County Police say a 27-year-old man was eating lunch in his car near the large pond in the rear of the park. That's when an armed man approached him and demanded that he move over to the passenger seat. The victim complied and was driven to the Christiana Fashion Center near the mall, where he was ordered to get out. The victim was not injured, but the car is still missing. It's a 2007 gray Mazda with a Delaware registration 748925. If you have any information, call Newcastle County Police at area code 302-395-8137. And the manhunt is on for two suspected murderers. Wilmington police want to know where 20-year-old William Artridge and 21-year-old Kassam Pointer are. Both men are wanted in connection with the June 27th shooting in the 1200 block of 4th Street that left a 21-year-old man dead. Both suspects are considered armed and dangerous. If you see them or know about their whereabouts, call 911. Speeding wrecks lives. That's the name of a new campaign announced after police from 6 states gathered at Frawley Stadium. Their goal is to ticket speeders in an effort to reduce highway fatalities. According to the National Highway Safety Administration, speed in the region is at an all-time high. 12,330 people were killed in speed-related crashes from 2020 to 21. That's up by 8%. The multi-state crackdown will be on I-95. From saving lives on the highway to saving lives at the beach, the Mid-Atlantic Regional Life-Saving Championship was just held at Rehoboth Beach. 20 female beach patrol lifeguards and 50 male guards from the region competed in a variety of speed and skill races. The events included a 90-meter sprint, a 2K beach run, and a swimmer and landline race, among other competitions. Those who participated included University of Delaware student Meredith Lockwood. Rooting for her was her dad, who was a Rehoboth Beach lifeguard from 1985 to 1988. Meredith received top times in the 90-meter women's sprint and came in second place in the finals. Leading the 90-meter sprint for the men was Connor Canar, another Rehoboth lifeguard. His mom was there as his cheerleader. The annual regional competition is a thrill to watch and a favorite among lifeguards who work hard to stay in shape so they can save lives at the beach. In other news, the Christina School District's Board of Education voted to stop holding graduation ceremonies at the Bob Carpenter Center. The decision comes after an 18-year-old honor roll student was arrested on graduation day by UD police. Mohammed Sanogo was reportedly with a small group of Muslims engaged in a group prayer in the parking lot after the graduation. That's when officers told them to leave. The star student was arrested by police after they say his car made a screeching noise while leaving the parking lot. The grad was dragged from his car and pinned down by officers, a scene caught on cell phone video as the grad, who suffers from asthma, was telling the officers he couldn't breathe. He was arrested that night. UD police have not released body cam video, but deny charges of excessive force and having religious and racial bias. The school board is demanding an apology and wants a refund. The cost of holding the ceremony at the Bob was more than $98,000. And if you're still waiting on your tax refund, you're not alone. About 30,000 Delawareans haven't received one. The Division of Revenue blames it on new software, a higher volume of returns, and some staffing challenges. The head of the division calls the backup a perfect storm. If you'd like to contact the director about your tax refund, go to www.revenue.delaware.gov. And get this, if your Verizon internet phone service has been interrupted, don't blame the company. Delaware State Police say a copper thief may be the blame. 35-year-old Brian Paraskowitz was arrested for stealing copper wire, causing damage to Verizon's infrastructure all across Newcastle County since January. Investigators say he would climb poles, cut and remove telephone wires, causing outages to customers. It took months of investigating, but police finally nabbed the alleged copper thief. He's been charged with a number of felonies, and police are asking anyone with information about this case to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIP-3333. You may remember the story we told you about a bank robbery that happened right inside a busy grocery store. Tonight, Delaware State Police say the man responsible is in custody, all because he turned himself in. That man is 40-year-old Michael Whitaker. Investigators say they were able to identify him after a Citizens Bank inside an Acme located at University Plaza in Newark was robbed. Whitaker reportedly demanded money from a teller and a branch manager and then fled. On Tuesday, police called Whitaker on the phone and told him he was wanted for the crime. He turned himself in to Troop 2, where he was booked for 2 counts of robbery in the first degree and wearing a disguise during the commission of a felony. And sad news tonight to report from Wilmington. A contractor working on a house in the Midtown Brandywine neighborhood took a fatal fall from a ladder. It happened on the 200 block of West 14th Street around 8:30 in the morning. The worker was found lying on the ground in front of the house. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Turning now to a story on a brighter note, this is a tale of an unexpected friendship, how a college student and someone suffering a great loss formed an everlasting friendship. Our Kaylin Pride has that heart-warming story.
A tale of an unexpected friendship.
You know, it's almost like another daughter.
Oh, Dawn. Lori's Hands is a local nonprofit that creates powerful relationships between community members with chronic illness and college students.
I think it's a huge benefit of having and building friendships. I get to visit with clients and they just talk about how, the students that visit with them are just very interested in them and their lives, and they get to share a lot of their experiences.
University of Delaware student volunteers Taylor and her partner Mark first met Dawn due to her husband's chronic illness.
Dawn, tell me about Leo.
He was a good dad and a good father. He was a provider and a dad and a coach and just a great person, and I loved him dearly. We would have been married 55 years.
After Leo's passing, Dawn wanted to keep the student volunteers around, letting their already strong relationship blossom.
We enjoy our time together, so I think it's also I feel like we're both each other's support system, You have all these people, but I think that we lessen the load on each other.
Dawn is grateful for Lori's Hands for not only helping during a time of need, but also for giving her a new friendship.
If you asked me how many stars, they would have got 50. Just to have these 2 young people come into the house and just sit there and listen, it meant the world to both of us.
To learn more about how you can get involved with Lori's Hands, visit lori'shands.org.
Well done. I appreciate everything about you, and I appreciate that you appreciate me so much, because I think that we really help each other.
Well, she knows how important she is to me. I don't think words can even express. All she has to do is look at me and know that I appreciate everything and every time you're here.
Finally tonight, it was a day of fun for the city as yesterday kicked off Wilmington's Play Streets. Play Streets is a local initiative with a mission to bring a safe and playing environment for children and the community. It was started by the late Rashima Dixon, the city councilwoman who died suddenly. The city welcomed Play Streets back in honor of her memory. Filled with fun, food, fitness, and family activities, Play Streets will be held every Tuesday for the rest of July in different parts of the city. That's going to do it for this edition of DETV News. I'm Lauren Wilson. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch us on all social media platforms and on Comcast Channel 28. Stay well. See you next time.